The gunman in the Buffalo supermarket shooting was sentenced yesterday. Plus, we have an update on the nation's finances. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Jeff Pierre. It's Thursday, February 16th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. First up, the U.S. got a grim warning yesterday about the nation's budget. Congress's nonpartisan budget office found that the deficit, that's the difference between what the government spends and what it brings in. That deficit is growing faster than expected. This is because of recent new spending, inflation, and rising interest rates. The most immediate challenge here will be the debt ceiling. That limits how much the U.S. can borrow to pay its bills. If Congress doesn't raise or suspend that cap, the government could risk a default between July and September. Number 2, the gunman in the Buffalo shooting was sentenced to life in prison. The 19-year-old shooter killed 10 black people in a supermarket last May. The rampage was fueled by white supremacist ideology. At yesterday's hearing, families of the victims gave emotional statements. Barbara Mapp's sister, Catherine Massey, was killed in the shooting. Mapp spoke right before a man rushed at the shooter in the courtroom.
You're going to come to our city and decide you don't like black people. Man, you don't know a damn thing about black people. We're human. We like our kids to go to good schools. We love our kids. We never go in those neighborhoods and take people out. Don't do it.
The 19-year-old still faces federal hate crime and firearm charges, and the Justice Department is deciding whether to seek the death penalty. Russian forces are inching towards a key Ukrainian city. That's story number 3. The eastern city of Bakhmut has recently become Russia's main focus. It's pushing to regain momentum in its invasion. Ukrainian troops are digging new trench lines in preparation for Russia's continuing advance. Here's number 4. Republicans in at least 14 states have introduced bills targeting drag shows. The bills propose a wide range of things. They would ban children from performances and block shows from public venues. They would also force places that host these shows to register as adult-oriented businesses. They've been introduced in states like Arizona, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Texas, just to name a few. The bigger picture here is that this is part of a broader movement that's been building for several years. Last year, state lawmakers across the nation introduced 315 measures to restrict LGBTQ rights. Number 5, warming seas are cutting into the widest glacier on Earth. Thwaites Glacier in West Antarctica is also known as the Doomsday Glacier because it could raise sea levels by several feet. Researchers sent an underwater robot to take a look below the glacier, which hadn't been done before. The footage revealed that warmer water is carving out gaps under the ice. These gaps are worrying because they can make the ice more prone to breaking apart, which could eventually lead to major sea level rise. Number 6, Raquel Welch, the 1960s actress and pinup star, has died. Welch became an international sex symbol after starring in 1 Million Years BC, the 1966 film that helped launch a decades-long screen career. She died yesterday in her home in Los Angeles. She was 82. And at number 7, a haunting video of the Titanic from 1986 was released last night. The video shows wreckage of the ship months after it was discovered by sonar, and this was the first time people saw it since it sank in the North Atlantic in 1912. So why is it being released now? It's to mark the 25th anniversary of the film Titanic. You can watch the 81-minute uncut version of the video on YouTube. And just like that, you're all caught up. If you're enjoying the show, tell a friend about it and tell them that they can leave a review on Apple or rate us on Spotify. I'm Jeff Pierre, and I'll meet you back here tomorrow.